Is the Matrix. Control. The Matrix is a computer-generated dream world, built to keep us under control in order to change a human being into this.
No. I don't believe it. It's not possible.
I didn't say it would be easy, Neo. I just said it would be the truth.
Stop. Let me out. Let me out. I want out.
Easy, Neo. Easy.
When I was a kid, one of the earliest memories I had was riding the roller coaster Thunder Road at Carowinds. And I don't know, some of you in the North Carolina, South Carolina area probably know what I'm talking about. It's an older roller coaster. They've actually torn it down now, but it was twin coasters. I think one was red, one was blue. Had some ups and downs. It's that old wooden style roller coaster, similar to Scream Machine at Six Flags in Georgia. And I remember, wanting to get on that roller coaster as a child, and just, it was one of those things that it looked cool, looked fun to do. Everybody was having a good time when they got on it, and I remember getting on it and just coming right out the gate. It was very, very rocky, and when you get to the part where he kind of makes a U-turn and comes back down the track, and you see the other coaster on the other twin track, I guess, and you're realizing you're only halfway through the ride. But this one really beat you up. I mean, it just slung you around, really jolted you in your seat. Honestly didn't know if the track was going to fall apart on you, that kind of thing. But I feel like that's what we're on right now. And this whole Apple Ivision thing, and this is that turn, that moment where we're literally we're only halfway through the ride, and we're at this point, and you see these people, and I haven't seen anyone here, but I live in a smaller town in South Carolina, so I haven't come across it yet. But there are people that are looking forward to this technology and what it means, and what the potential of it is. Basically, everybody's kind of addicted to their cell phone anyway now, but this is way beyond that. This is gonna really ramp up the need for the neural link, for all of that stuff that Elon Musk is pushing, that Mark Zuckerberg is pushing. This is gonna really turn up the juice and crank up that process, because now you've got Apple behind it. And when Apple does something, I mean, for those of you that have owned an iPhone, they get it pretty darn good. I mean, it's I have one. That's what I make my videos on, and they do a really good job at marketing that product. And right now, the latest iPhone, this Apple Ivision, all of this stuff is literally thousands of dollars. It's up there, but at some point it will be free. And when it becomes free, you're the product at that point. And I think that's where it's headed. I mean, it's gotta, go to that point. A lot of the stuff, the popular games out now, like Fortnite and some of the stuff, Rocket League. Some of these games they're free. You can just download them; they're free. But there's microtransactions associated with them, so that's where they make their money on the backside. You're buying avatar skins and that kind of thing. And one of the videos I watched about the new Apple Ivision, the guy was basically saying, like, hey, I don't have any need to leave my house. I don't have any need to leave the bed. Like, I could just stay in bed and do everything I need to do right here with my goggles on and, you know, just linked up to the system and doing whatever he does. And to some extent, he's right. He doesn't have to leave the house. You don't have to do anything. I mean, I don't know how you're going to eat, but, you know, that's kind of the video that I linked at the front there. The whole point of it. We're just asking for the Matrix at this point. We're literally begging for it. If as a collective, as society, we're wanting this technology, and this is what they're giving us. It won't be long before they're sticking something in the back of our head and saying, "Hey, here you go. You can be anything you want in this world." And when they start offering that, people are going to line up in droves for it, because they want something more than this world has to offer. That's one of the biggest things you see. Like, when people are hurting, usually it's drugs, or it's alcohol, or sex, or it's you know, those things are where you escape to when you're just looking for something and you just don't know what it is that can fill that gap, to fill that hole that's there. And that's where people usually go. Gambling, there's a whole list of vices out there that you could plug in that gap, and sure, it'll fill it up for a temporary period of time, but ultimately it just leaves you more and more empty. It just expands that hole in that gap when you find out that there's no meaning in it. There's no meaning in just meaningless sex or drugs and just rock and roll, I guess, you know. But that's where this technology is going to go. That's what this tech is going to do. It's going to fill that hole. And when this starts filling that hole, man, it's going to be tough for people to recognize a need for the Most High. It's going to be tough for people to recognize a need for a Messiah, for a Savior. And I think that's the point. You know, it's just designed to lock you in to the system, to this beast system that's ultimately emerging from this technology. And all of it's tied together. I mean, everybody knows, if you haven't picked up David Beverly's book, Jesus Freak Computer Geek, The Coming Flood of AI, just mountains of evidence there that tie directly into this technology. It's going to provide you literally what your mind wants at any given moment. And there's things that they're adding on to this, which, I mean, just use your imagination, that are going to make it literally that much harder to break free from once they get it up and running. Pretty much any perverse thought, anything you can think of, that's where this is going to go. Can it be used for good? I guess. Am I ever going to put one on? Nope, not going to do it. You know, one of the comments was, well, there's no need to even go outside, you know, anymore. I don't have to go outside and see grass and trees, and you know, I can see it in the virtual world within seconds. Like, I can be transported there and I can see grass and amazing clouds and just anything that anybody can think of. I can see in this world that isn't real. It's like it's like playing, you know, a football game and winning a championship. Yeah, you might feel good for half a second, but you didn't really do anything. And I remember early on with the Bitcoin stuff and how they were selling plots of the metaverse, plots of land, I guess, inside the metaverse, which is still just, I still don't understand the concept behind it. I guess if you own an area in the metaverse, I think about the old PlayStation Home. You could invite your friends over to your PlayStation, and they would come in, and you walk around. You have a little avatar you control, and walk around. If you got movies saved on your PlayStation, you could watch a movie inside your PlayStation Home with your friend, and it was really clunky. But even that's like the early test phases of this stuff. But with what they're doing now with this Apple Ivision stuff, it's like that, but on the next level, and it's only going to get. This is the first version, so it's only going to get that much better, or quote unquote worse, if depending on where you're sitting, for everyone. So, but yeah, I mean, I just, I watched this video, and I try to remember to leave a link if I can find the video, because I watched it a few days ago actually, and saved this clip out of it. But it's scary where we're at. I mean, it's really, it's coming down the pipe, and there's nothing you can do to turn it off. You can protect your family, seek the Savior while he can still be found. Because this stuff here is just, like I said, it's next level, and there's just no. It doesn't seem like there's any way we're going to be able to avoid it. Our families are going to be using this stuff, and I've got someone in my family that I know is like going to be chomping at the bit to get this thing and get one on if he could. If they become affordable enough. But anyway, guys, just let me know what your thoughts are on this thing, and I mean, if you've kind of seen it the way I am, where it's going. A couple other things I wanted to touch base on in this video, but just not going to have time to do it. But anyway, take care. God bless, guys.